Okay, so we're back. And if you had guessed Motown Records, you would be correct. So let's learn just a little bit about Motown Records. Gonna put on the reading glasses. Here we go. Motown Records is one of the most successful and influential independent record companies in history. The highest earning black-owned company from 1960s to the 1980s, Motown took its nickname from Detroit's nickname of Motor City. The company's vibrant celebration of black music, culture, and style left a defining mark on American culture and helped mend a nation facing political and social divides. Today, Motown Records is based in Los Angeles, and the label's many artists continue to make music to this day. So let's get a little history on it. The story of Motown Records and the life of founder Berry Gordy Jr. are closely intertwined. A visionary leader for over 2 decades, Gordy brought his unique approach to making music into every aspect of the company's business, from how the music was recorded to what the singers were allowed to wear on stage. He was born in Detroit, Michigan in 1929, and he was the 7th of 8 children in a hard-working, close-knit family. He spent his time in the armed forces, attempted a career in boxing, and worked in a Ford Motor Automotive assembly plant. Leaving those jobs behind, Gordy took an $800 loan from his family and formed Tamla Records. He purchased a house on Detroit's West Grand Boulevard and named it Hitsville, USA. By April 1960, Gordy had changed the name to Motown Records Corporation and established the West Grand Boulevard house as the company's headquarters. So let's see. Detroit was a home to many successful automotive corporations. These companies used assembly lines in their factory. Gordy modeled some aspects of Motown record business model on these factory assembly lines. He kept much of the work in-house, employed studio musicians, songwriters, arrangers, and producers. A special department was devoted exclusively to training Motown talent in singing, dancing, speaking, and etiquette. In the control over each aspect of the music-making process, he attempted to ensure high quality. He was even known to use focus groups to test songs before they were released. All these efforts were very fruitful as Gordy and Motown quickly found success. The label's first hit came in 1960 with Barrett Strong's Money, That's What I Want. Then in late 1961, a Motown song reached #1 on the pop charts with the Marvelettes' Please Mr. Postman. Gordy built on this momentum by hiring more talent, including the Supremes, Stevie Wonder, and Marvin Gaye. Just 5 years later, sales for Motown Records Corporation reached 15 million. Gordy closed out the 1960s on a high note with the hiring of the Jackson 5, including young frontman Michael Jackson, who signed with Motown in 1969. So Motown Records has been around for a very long time. Many hits, many singers, songwriters, hits have come out of Motown Record, and it definitely had a style, a sound, a style. It had it all. So real quick, I just wanted to mention the sound of Motown, and then we'll finish this up. One of the most enduring legacies of Motown Records was the creation of what is known as the Motown sound. According to musicologists, the Motown sound is defined by the pop-infused, soul-based style of the label's songs during its heyday in the 1960s. A number of factors contributed to the development of this distinctive sound, including special recording equipment, a core group of studio musicians and songwriters in Motown culture. It's said right here that as it is a Detroit-based company, Motown was very aware of the significance of automobiles in American life. It was especially important that the songs would sound great when coming through a car radio. Mike McLean, Motown's chief engineer, created special devices for Hitsville, USA's recording studio. With boasting high-range frequencies, Motown songs not only sounded good, but they also sounded familiar to each other, and that consistent treble vibe is a part of the unique Motown sound. So, if you had guessed Motown Records, you had been correct. And I want to thank you for joining me for What Am I? I hope you have a great day.